The hostess greets the guests by smiling and saying, "Good afternoon, welcome to local restaurant." Then asks if the guest has made any reservation and under whose name they will book. After confirming the reservation, the hostess ushered the guests to the table. The hostess introduced the waiter to the guest. The waiter pulls the chair for the first guest. As soon as they are seated, the waiter unfolds the napkin behind his back and then puts it on the guest's lap. The waiter asks the guests whether they want to have a cold or warm water. From the right side of the guest, the waiter pours the cold water into the water goblet. The waiter removes the dinner plate starting from the first guest after saying, "Excuse me, miss." The waiter gives the menu to the guests by opening the menu book and explaining the menu. After taking the order, the waiter takes the menu book from the guest. The waiter changes the cutleries depending on the guest's order. For the first guest, the waiter switches the dinner knife to a stick knife, and for the second guest, to a fish knife. The waiter begins serving the appetizer to the first guest on the right side, then goes clockwise around the table to the next guest and saying, "Enjoy your meal." The waiter clears the salad plates after seeing the guests place their cutleries together on their plates by using his right hand. After asking the guest, the waiter refills the water. Then, the waiter places the garlic bread on the bread plate on the guest's left side and serves the guest with mushroom soup. After the guest is done eating, the waiter takes the soup bowl. The waiter waiter began serving the first guest with Miami roasted chicken and the second guest with fish and chips by placing the food in front of them. Next, the waiter pours the black pepper sauce using the grabbing board for the first guest and puts the tartar sauce on the right second guest. While the guests are eating main course, the waiter serves the sparkling water by holding the handle of the glass from the bottom to them. After the guests done eating, the waiter takes the dinner plate by using his right hand. The waiter excuses himself before crumbing down the table with a napkin, sweeping crumbs onto a plate from the left to right side of the guest. He then brings down the dessert spoon to the right guest and the fork to the left. The waiter serves the dessert to the guest and places the cup on the right side guest. The waiter excuses himself before pouring the tea into the guest cup. The waiter clears the dessert plates after saying the guests placing their cutlery on their plates. The waiter presented the bill to the guest, then took it back after the guest paid the bill. The waiter returns the bill to the guest. The waiter pulls the chair and assists the guests until the door, and the hostess thanks them by saying thank you and have a nice day with a smile before the guests leave.